All right, very briefly, I'm going to show you how to post an announcement in Google Classroom for your students to see. So again, I'm starting at my home page. I click on the class that I want to post the announcement in, and I go ahead and it says right here, share something with your class. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. This is a great way to remind your students about upcoming deadlines. It's a great way to share things that you're going to be using in class quickly with them. It's a really helpful tool for just trying to kind of keep things in mind, keep things in their minds while they're working hard. So let's say that I want them, when they come into class, to read this article about George Washington. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight and copy this particular article and go back to my sample classroom. So the first thing I'm going to do is I want to give them some directions. So please read this article when you arrive in class this morning. So now they kind of know what they're doing. I have a couple of options. So I can just use text and post the reminder that way, or I have a couple of options down here. And you're going to see these options again later when we get into posting assignments. I can go ahead and attach a file from the hard drive of my computer. I can attach a file from my Google Drive. I can attach a video from YouTube, or I can attach a link to some web page. In this case, I'm going to be attaching a link. So I click the link button, I go ahead and I hit paste, and I hit add link. And you'll see down here it added the link that I want, the link to the article that I want my students to read. And so I can go ahead and I can hit the post button, but I also have a couple of other options over here. If I click this little arrow to the right, I can post it. I can schedule it to drop at a certain time. This is super helpful if you want to get all of your stuff ready the night before and you don't want students to have early access, because they might go ahead and get it all done that night or the night before, and then you won't have anything for them to do in class that day. Or you can simply just save it as a draft, which means that you can get everything ready and then you can go back in and post it later on. So you have these three options: post, which is post immediately and send to all your students; schedule, which is drop it or post it at a specific pre-programmed time. Right here you can see that you can select the date and you can also select the time. And then the last option, of course, is save a draft, which means you can come back and finish it up later if you would like. So that right there is what are the options you have. One more kind of cool option is, let's say that you're teaching 3 or 4 of the same classes. Now, you do not have to go in and post this announcement in every single one. That would be ridiculous. What you can do is go up here to where it says 4, and if you click here, you'll see all of your Google Classrooms, and you can create and post the announcement to every single class at once. So you can post the same thing to all of the different sections of the class that you're teaching just by clicking here. Another thing which you can do, and this is really helpful for teachers that are looking to use Google Classroom as a differentiation tool, is if you have groups that are doing literary circles, for example, or you're going to do a jigsaw of some sort where everybody's going to read a different article and then share their findings, you can do that here by selecting the specific students that you want to read that particular article. That's a little bit of an advanced technique, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Google as a differentiation tool a little bit later on, but that's an option as well. I kind of just wanted to explain why these two boxes are here. So let's say I just want to post it in this one class. I go ahead and I hit the post button. I'll see right here, there is my announcement. I'm going to go down here to my sample classroom with my student. I'm going to hit the refresh button, and this is, again, remember, my student view. Right there are the directions, and I can also click and it takes me right to the article that, as a student, I am supposed to read. And there you go. That's all there is to posting announcements and quick sharing resources on Google Classroom.